Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, people. We are live once again. Another terrible weekend. We can't even beat Burnley. We are terrible. A shambles. 5 wins out of 17, people. It's not good enough. It really isn't. It's not good at all. The club will make a change, but I think it's going to be the summer. Because we still have a chance of getting top 4. A serious chance of getting top 4. Because, of course, the league is woeful. It is woeful. Arsenal are going to win it. That's how bad it is. But, no, we can't even beat Burnley. The tactics are the same. It's been the same all season. Things are not changing. In my opinion, the manager needs to go. A change is needed. Because we're not seeing any change on the field. The only thing that has changed really is the results. We're not losing games. We're unbeaten in 12. Amazing. So we're not losing games anymore. But let's be honest, people. It's not good. It's not good. And to not be able to beat Burnley, it's shocking. Not happy at all. But I do think he will be there till the summer. What do you think? You know, Xabi Alonso is there. So that could change things. I don't know. But the fact is, I can't see Arne Slot being the manager next season. No, I don't think they're going to make a change this season. I think they'll stick with him. And he has to get top 4. But I do think they will make a change in the summer. I really do. It's not good, people. I mean, the quality that we have, this is not Brendan Rodgers. This is not the end of Benitez, Roy Hodgson. This squad. Okay, the depth of the squad is not great. It's not as good as Arsenal's, of course. But the quality we have, we shouldn't be playing this bad. You know, we should have won the other day. We missed chances, of course. But it's just there's, I don't know, it's casual, the way they attack. Christina's in the chat. That's a good point. We play again Wednesday, away from home. And then we're away to Bournemouth. Bournemouth are playing at the moment. They're playing Brighton. They're the type of team, you know, they could easily beat Liverpool. Or they could lose. You know, it's just been a shambles. Right, what we're going to do right tonight. Because Mr. Arne Slot is obsessed with that PSG game. Because we have 5 wins out of 17, I decided to go back to that PSG game. We're going to have a look at the fixtures since that game. And let's see how bad it actually has been. So, let me get this up for you. Right. I mean, look at the form before that PSG game. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Here we go. This one here. We lost on penalties, of course. But look at the form before that PSG game at Anfield. So the 2-2 draw at Aston Villa. I mean, Aston Villa, tough place to go. That was a good result. One of the best performances ever. 2-0 away to Manchester City. Then we beat Newcastle 2-0. Then we beat PSG 1-0. I mean, we should have lost that game 4 or 5-0. We beat Southampton 3-1. Standard. I think we were 1-0 down in that game. And then we lose to PSG on penalties. And that is when things kind of changed. Arne Slot became obsessed with that game. He became obsessed with PSG. He tried to turn us into PSG. He has turned us into PSV. And they even beat us. So since that game, right, the cup final, Newcastle, fair enough. Newcastle deserved to win. I think they would have beaten a lot of teams that day. You know, it was the most important final for them ever. Okay? After that, we beat Everton. Diogo Jota, his last goal for Liverpool. May he rest in peace. We lost to Fulham. We went 1-0 up in that game. Remember that defending in that game was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So we lost that game. A last-minute winner at home to West Ham. Okay? So the performances, not good. We're getting the results. Performance, not good. Leicester away, 1-0. Trent gets the winner. That performance wasn't too bad. Leicester were already relegated. Best performance under Arne Slot then was the Tottenham game. We were 1-0 down in that game as well, to be fair. But that was the best performance. We won the league that day. We lose to Chelsea. I made excuses. The league was done. But it was a terrible performance. We're 2-0 up against Arsenal. We end up drawing the game. We're 1-0 up against Brighton. We lose the game 3-2. Last game of the season, 1-1 against Crystal Palace. We're 1-0 down in that game. Then you get to this season. Right, now the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. Now I'm just going to go with league games because the cup games are the cup. I'm just talking about the Premier League. Right, so we had the 1 to 5 wins in a row in the league. But let's be honest, they papered over the cracks. The performances were not good. Okay, but still, we won the game. And at the start of the season, we were saying, it's a sign of a good team. It's a sign of a very good team. Win your games, and then later on, it'll click, and we'll be unbelievable. But we didn't click. Let's be honest. Right, so after the Southampton game was in the EFL Cup, this is when the bad run started. Crystal Palace away. A last minute goal to lose that game. Galatasaray. We lose that game with a penalty. Chelsea. Another last minute winner for Chelsea. We then lose to Man United. We then beat Frankfurt 5-1. We're thinking, okay, finally, we're back on form here. No, we can't keep that going. We lose to Brentford 3-2. Horrendous performance. We lose to Crystal Palace 3-0 in the Cup. He changed the team. We beat Aston Villa. We beat Real Madrid. Again, we're thinking, here we go. Arne Slot, now he's figured it out. That didn't last. Man City, we lose 3-0. Nottingham Forest, we lose 3-0. Absolutely horrendous, people. PSV Eindhoven, we lose 4-1. How he kept his job after that, I don't know. We then go to West Ham. This is when I don't think we've lost since then, have we? I think this was the start of it. Yeah, this is the start of 12 games. We went to West Ham, we won 2-0. West Ham horrendous. We deserved to win that game 2-0. But then you have these fixtures here. Sunderland at home. Leeds away. 2-0 up against Leeds. Cruise control. Can't keep a clean sheet. Sunderland were the better team. Should have won it in the last minute. We beat Inter Milan with a penalty. We beat Brighton 2-0. We then go to Tottenham. Tottenham with 9 men. Nearly get a draw. We beat Wolves, the worst team in the league. Wolves, late on, could have actually got a draw. We can't score at home to Leeds. We concede a last-minute goal away to Fulham. A good performance against Arsenal, but we couldn't score. But it was a good point. We beat Barnsley, and then we draw at home to Burnley. People, we have not won in the league in 2026. It is absolutely woeful. It's woeful. Sorry, just joined. What are you saying? Slot's job is safe. Slot's job is safe because the club is not going to get rid of him as long as Liverpool have a chance to get top 4. Look at that table, people. They're not going to sack him if Liverpool have a chance to get top 4. Not going to happen. Colin says FA Cup is the best we could hope for this year. Have to agree. I said it before, we're winning the Champions League. Yeah. I'm going to keep that prediction for the crack, but that's all, people. I'm not saying with any confidence. But I am convinced they're not going to get rid of Arne Slot as long as we have a chance to get top 4. I mean, how bad is the league, people? How bad is the league? We have 5 wins in 17 games, and we are in the top 4. And the problem I have with it now, Manchester United the other day, look, to me it was a perfect storm for them. New manager, the new manager bounce. Man City were woeful, but they kept playing the high line. Man United play counter-attacking football. Okay. It was a perfect storm for them. But if they get on a roll and they start to win these games, Liverpool are not capitalising when Man United drop points. What are we going to be like when Man United start to win? Are we going to start to match their results? Playing like this? I bet $100 on us winning the Champions League. 12-1 odds. I took it. See, this is the problem with the Champions League, right? No, I was fully confident. I'm still going to say we're going to win it, just for the crack, right? But I'm not saying with any real confidence now. In 2005, the reason we won the Champions League with a very average team is because we were defensive. We were able to keep clean sheets. 2 clean sheets in the semi-final. That was the reason we got to the final. Amazingly, we came back in the crazy final. We know that. But this team hasn't got that. This team cannot defend. And this team is too boring going forward. It's not like, well, we're going to beat everybody 4-3. Or we're going to keep a clean sheet against everyone. There's just nothing really to say that this team is good at the moment. But we have players that are quality. How is the manager not getting anything out of them? It's really depressing, people. Eamon says, even the games we won after PSG. Remember Wolves at home winning 2-1, but they battered us on chances. Yeah, performances were not good in those games. The West Ham game, a last-minute winner. Look, at the time, last season, we were winning the league, which is just, it's everything. It's everything, especially to us Liverpool fans, because we waited so long to get it. So winning the league is everything to Liverpool Football Club. So last season, all of those bad performances after that PSG game, we ignored them to a point because we were winning the league. But this season, you can see the problem, people. Hindsight is a great thing. It's 2020. But the problems were there. There was something not right after that PSG game. Something was not right. And he mentioned it again in the build-up to the Burnley game. He mentioned PSG again. It changed him. It could end up costing him his job. Richard says, even Dave, do you think we'll do a deal with Juve for Bastoni using Chiesa? Not in January. We're not doing any business in January. It wouldn't be a bad deal, to be fair. But I thought, well, Bastoni plays for Inter Milan, doesn't he? Yeah, he's at Inter. No, we're not going to do any business in. We're not doing any business in January anyway. Arsenal table toppers and the rest of the team are helpers to Arsenal. That's the thing with Arsenal. Look, fair play to them. They're going to win the league. Most consistent team, best team in the league this season. But they don't have anybody that's capitalising, that's putting pressure on them. When Arsenal drop points, City are saying, yeah, we'll drop points as well. It's the league is woeful, but that's not a dig at Arsenal. Okay, if Arsenal are going to win the league, you deserve to win the league. You can only beat what's in front of you. And it's just so frustrating. Just so frustrating because at the start of the season, we all thought that Liverpool were going to be in a title race. And you see Man City, not the team they were, Bournemouth are in. And you see Arsenal. I mean, look, good team, but they're not great. Neil says City taking all our targets, even managed to get Pep Linders. I don't like that Pep Linders. I really don't. I really don't. I mean, why are you joining Man City? For years, it was Liverpool, Man City. Pep Linders coming up with ways to try and beat Man City. And now he goes and he joins them. I hope they win nothing just because of Pep Linders. No respect for him. You know, he left the club and I won't say he was a legend. To me, he was a bit too big for his boots at the time. But, you know, fair play to him. He was part of Jurgen Klopp's team. But to go to Man City, I just don't get it. I don't get that at all. You know, and I definitely don't get this. Oh, but, you know, he's out of work. He has to get the job. These lads are millionaires, people. Come on now. That man would have had loads of offers. He could have easily said, I would have had so much respect for him if he had said, I had an offer from Man City, but because of the history with Liverpool, obviously can't go there. So much respect for him. Johnny asked, didn't Sammy Lee work backroom at Everton? Was that with Big Sam? That was with Big Sam, yeah. Aaron says, this is the worst league I can remember. The league leaders only took 1 point from our games and we're terrible. Oh, we are shocking people. I didn't see much of the Arsenal game the other night, but by all accounts, it was typical Arteta. I seen a few of the chances they had. They probably should have still won the game, but Arsenal fans not happy. Why won't Arteta just go and win the league? Just go and win it. It's there for you. Like even against Liverpool, too defensive. Go. Even risk losing the game. Just go and win it. I honestly don't get with Arteta. I really don't. Go and win it. You know, he's got a free hit in all of these games. City lost to Man United. It's a free hit. Go and attack. Go and win the game. Against Liverpool, City drew with Brighton, so it's a free hit. Against Liverpool, put all your attacking players on and go and win the league. I don't think any sane fan is Slot in. Do you know what? It's so frustrating though, people. I didn't think we'd be here. I really didn't. I mean, of all the managers in the Premier League, I thought the one man whose job was safe was Arne Slot. How did it get so bad? Honestly. But as I say, I think the signs were there after that PSG game last season. You know, I just went through the fixtures. In the build-up to that PSG game, it was very, very good. We beat City, we beat Newcastle, we beat PSG in Paris. I think we beat Southampton. I mean, you know, not Southampton should be beating them, but it was a standard. 3 points, no problems. But then after that PSG game, it was just terrible performances, last-minute goals, defensively terrible, conceding too many goals. I don't get it, people. I really don't. You know, I said it before, he tried to turn us into PSG. He turned us into PSV. And they even beat us. I fully get what you're saying, but it's just the way we are playing. It's not so much the results. Klopp finished 5th, but the fans stayed behind him because of the style. Yeah, everybody knew why Liverpool finished 5th that season. The midfield was gone. We needed an upgrade in the midfield. That was the reason. But everybody knew what he was trying to do. We just didn't have the legs in midfield. But I don't know what Arne Slot is trying to do here. I don't know the style, people. I don't know what he's trying to do. I was listening to Jamie Carragher on Sky Sports there earlier. And he said the reason, or one of the reasons, is he can't get the balance right. At the start of the season, it was too much attack. And there was no defending. Now, it's almost too much defending and not enough attack. But I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. The attack is terrible. We had a lot of the ball against, say, the likes of Wolves, Leeds. It was just terrible. You know, we didn't have to defend against Burnley. But even going forward, it was a good performance against Burnley. That's how bad it's been this season. It was a good performance against Burnley. But even when they're attacking, it just doesn't look right. It's not free flowing. It's not exciting. It's just almost like, get the ball to Wirtz, he'll do something. Get the ball to Ekitike, he'll do something. I don't know. It's just, I don't know what he's trying to do. I really don't. Aaron says the key is to start Rio over Gakpo. Gakpo is a big problem. How is he still starting? That is a big problem. Look, Gakpo's not the biggest problem in the team, but he is part of it. How many times at the start of the game did Kirkes overlap and he did not pass him the ball. And that was it. He stopped overlapping then. Why? What is the manager saying to them in training? Said, right lads, you boys, you're going to be working together on this side. So this is what we want you to do. I mean, is he actually telling Gakpo, every time you get the ball, cut back in on your right hand side? Every time. I can't for the life of me understand what is going on with Gakpo. The manager, he's not going to drop him. Okay. But at least have a chat with him. Go through his game. Okay, here's a perfect opportunity. Look at Kirkes on the outside. Pass it to him. Okay, instead of going inside, try one on the outside. It's so predictable. So predictable. Aaron says, I believe it's Dutch bias. It has to be. Look, yeah, that's fine. He's going to play him. Okay, we have to come to grips with it. He's going to play him. But why is he not? Why are they not working on his game? Because he's so predictable. Try going on the outside. Work with Kirkes. It's so frustrating. Everybody can see when Gakpo gets the ball, we all know what he's going to do. The opposition knows what he's going to do. Is the manager not telling them? Mix it up a bit. Even if you get it wrong, just try it. So frustrating, people. So frustrating. Vic is in the chat. My head is still on Neptune after that disastrous weekend. I mean, Man United embarrassed you. Let's be honest. Aaron says it shows how good Diaz was for us. Diaz was unpredictable. That's the thing. He was unpredictable. Look at Ekitike for the goal. The defenders couldn't handle him. He was going inside. He was going outside. Gakpo was a one-trick pony. But that as well. The manager then has to be having a chat with him. If he's not going to drop him, tell him. Try something different. Oh, people. Honestly. Benny says, slot ball is shite. That's the problem. First half against Ipswich, a Portman roadie tried implementing it and the team said, nope, we'll do it our way and walk the league this season. Slot ball. Richard says, all our worries with Salah back. He should be on the bench Wednesday night. Don't think he'll start. Anybody see that madness in the African nations last night? Absolute madness, people. I mean, it was a terrible decision. It was never a penalty. And I tell you, I mean, it was madness, don't get me wrong. But I was thinking, fair play to them. Because the VAR is an absolute joke at times. And to go off the pitch and protest. What do you reckon? Did he miss that penalty on purpose? I think he missed it on purpose. I mean, there's no way, last minute, to win the tournament, that you were going to do that. I thought it was absolute crazy. Pure drama. United fan 354 is in the chat again. Welcome, my friend. David, do you think Slot needs to play a system with wing backs to help Kirkes and Frimpong with Ekitike and Salah wingers? The problem with that is we don't have the centre halves. You know, we don't have the centre halves. I tell you, I would love for Liverpool to play a three at the back just because of all of the talk in the Premier League that the three at the back won't work. That system, it doesn't work. No, I don't see him going three at the back. David says a lot of stick for Gakpo, but he's second behind Hugo for goals and is up there as top assists. Yeah, that sums up Cody Gakpo, to be fair. He's very frustrating. I mean, remember was it the West Ham game? Yeah, West Ham game away. Terrible performance. He gets a goal and an assist. United fan says maybe Amarim is a good fit. We'll get Ruben in. He'll prove the doubters wrong. Vic says he wants United to lose to Arsenal out of spite. You're definitely giving up on the league then, Vic. It's gone for you. I hope Arsenal beat them 5-0. That is going to be the strangest game ever, because Manchester United will go there, park the bus, play counter-attack, and Arsenal will want to park the bus and play counter-attack. That will be the strangest game ever. You're going to have two teams that are going to be like, no, don't give me the ball. You can have it. Dave is in the chat. Just a frustrating season now, to be fair. Really frustrating. Dave asks, is Slot sacked? Yeah. No, he won't be sacked until the summer. They'll keep him. They'll keep him as long as we can get top 4. As long as we have a chance to get top 4, Arne Slot has a job. And the state of the league, we have an unbelievable chance of getting top 4. Like our form, 5 wins in 17, people. We've only got 10 wins in the league this season. Out of 22 games. And we are in the top 4. Oh, that's a good point, Richard. Let's get Pep for our manager and see if he can work his magic on a not-so-rich club. Anybody see that clip of Richard Keys? Pep is going to go this week. He's definitely going at the end of the season, but he could go this week. What's the man talking about? Caleb says we won't get top 4. Eliza John is in the chat. I tell you, I'm worried about the top 4 now. I mean, I don't want to be in the Europa League again. Oh, Jesus, lads. Woeful. Christine says, I worked beside a few people who were crap at their jobs, but still kept them. Yeah. No, they will. They'll stick with him as long as we have a chance to get top 4. Liza John says, I think top 5 can get us in the Champions League. Top 5. Yeah, that's how English clubs do. And I tell you, Europe is absolutely woeful. It's woeful, people. Who have you got? Real Madrid? They haven't even got a manager. Barcelona? I don't think they can defend. The German teams? No. PSG, yeah. But for me, it's the English teams. Arsenal have a very good chance. But it's Arsenal, so they'll probably bottle a semi-final. City, if they can sort out if Mark Gahey does this, sorts out that defence for them, get a few players back, they could go far in the Champions League. Chelsea, I don't know. The jury is out on them. Spurs, no thank you very much. Liverpool, who knows, people? Who knows at this stage? If we get a favourable draw, who knows? Okay, who knows? We could get to a semi-final. I mean, it's probably wishful thinking, but we could get a semi-final. United fan 354 says top 5 is Champions League. It depends. It depends on how the English teams do. If they, if we've got... Is it 5? Yeah, there's 5 in it, isn't there? If you've got like 2 in the semi-final, I think they'd get the 5th place then. Something like that. So we'll find out as the season goes on. They're checking a penalty here. Bournemouth. I want Bournemouth to win this game. They're very inconsistent. So we need them to win tonight so they can lose on Saturday. If they lose tonight, then they're due a win. And we don't want it to be against us. Is he going to give this penalty or what? Like, it's a stonewall penalty. He gets the ball, the keeper takes him. United fan says, I'd love Villa to win. It's something new. I forgot about Aston Villa, yeah. Everton beating them yesterday. What was that about? Did he give it? He did indeed. They haven't won in 11 or 12 games. Bournemouth, yeah. Terrible run. This is the thing I've been always saying, people, about the Premier League managers. They're mid-table managers. Bournemouth have gone like 11, 12 games without win or whatever it is. Nobody mentions it. But if that manager wins 5, 6 games in a row, he's a genius. They're mid-table people. Dave says Villa were terrible yesterday. They were shocking. They were absolutely shocking. You know, that's twice now this season Villa have had real chances to put pressure on Arsenal. One at the Emirates, even take a draw. They bottled it. They absolutely collapsed in the second half. And then yesterday, I mean, Everton, come on, people. They never even looked like scoring. We'll just check this penalty here. I want Bournemouth to win this game. Good penalty. Bottom corner. Yeah, Unai Emery. What was going on with that interview? Wonder if there's something going on behind the scenes. Is he not getting players or something? I thought it was strange. I thought it was a strange interview now. Vic says, I want Bournemouth to win so that they get confidence before facing Liverpool. No, that's not how it works with inconsistent teams. Look at Man United against City. Who would have thought that? It's when a team is going through a bad run of form. That's when they get a result out of nowhere. Aaron says we've dropped 12 points just from Kanate's individual errors. Is that true? I mean, I read something there yesterday. Maybe it was today. Anyway. If Liverpool had beaten Leeds, had held on against Fulham, had beaten Sunderland, Burnley, I think there was another one somewhere, we'd only be like 1 point behind Arsenal. That's what's so frustrating, people. Joseph says, to be honest, I don't have a good feeling about Wednesday night. See, this is the game that Liverpool will win. Liverpool will win this. The Champions League seems to be suiting this team. The slower build-up, more tactical. Arne Slot is not able for the Premier League. It's too physical. It's just set pieces, counter-attack. He hasn't got the team ready for it. In the Champions League, everybody wants to play football. That's why it's Liverpool's form in the Champions League is not that bad. But when it comes to the Premier League, we're just all over the place. He doesn't know what to do. We can't cope with it. And he keeps telling everybody how to play us. And they will do it in the Premier League. In the Champions League, everybody wants to play. So they're not really parking the bus. But he's definitely going to be there till the end of the season. Unless we lose the next 5, 6 games in a row. Because then he will really lose the fans. And once that happens, he's gone. Benny says England are 7.6 points clear in the coefficient for the 5th Champions League spot. So we're virtually nailed on to get it. Okay, that's good. Can't see us getting 5th though. Jesus. Shocking stuff. I mean, if we don't... Here's the thing. If he doesn't get Champions League, forget about performances, forget about style, forget about slow build-up and all of that. If he does not get Champions League, he is gone. It's that simple. There's going to be... no, the club, he got top 4, so... No. If he doesn't get Champions League, top 5, he is gone, people. There is no way they are going to keep him. You know, we've seen this with this club before, people. We've seen it before with them. It's all about getting top 4 with them. If he gets top 4, I keep saying top 4, but you know what I mean, top 5, Champions League football, they will hold on to him. They will. Brighton have a corner. My God, they've got whoa. Brighton actually got a shot on target from a corner. What is the world coming to? Somebody get that set piece coach at Liverpool. Liverpool Chat is in the chat. Oh yeah. Same name as the title. Just a coincidence. I was going to call it a group therapy session, but I said no. We didn't lose, but it's nearly as bad, people. We haven't had a group therapy session in a while. that used to be the title after every time we'd lose. We lost, what was it, 6 games in a row, whatever it was, 6 out of 8 or something. United fan says, David, I'm being serious. I would take Konate at United. I like him. He's a good player. Because you're a United fan, I'm going to guess that you don't watch every single Liverpool game. Konate needs Virgil van Dijk playing very well alongside him. This season, Virgil is not as good as he has been. Konate is not that player. He's not. The man is... This is the problem with Konate. If he has a good start to the game, he might have a good game. Might have a good game. If he has a bad start to the game, that man could do anything. So, I mean, is he better than Harry Maguire? Yes. But I don't know. I don't think Konate improves Man United's defence. Liverpool Chat says Konate wants 300 grand a week after this year's performance. You know what the frustrating thing is as well, people, right? We missed out on Mark Ahey. Is it going to be? Because we need a centre half, obviously. We need probably 2 or 3. Konate signs a new deal. Everything is good. Oh, Bournemouth have hit the post. Everything is good. Konate just signed a new 5-year deal. Who needs Mark Ahey when we have Ibu? I don't know, people. You know, we definitely need... Right, Konate. Let's say Konate leaves. Virgil is another year older. We have Leone to come back. Joe Gomez is made of glass. We need 3 centre-halves in the summer. Now, I know we bought these 2 young lads in January, but, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we never hear from them again. We need experienced centre-halves in the summer. We have to sort out that back line. And we need a holding midfielder. Because Ryan Gravenberch is not playing well. Eliza John says, Konate isn't good enough for the League of Ireland. Yep, that's not a bad thing to say, to be fair now. The League of Ireland. It's improving. Even though I don't watch it. Who else would sign Konate? I don't think too many clubs would want them. You'd be surprised though. These agents. You'd be very, very surprised who'd be in for him. Spencer says, not sure if it's true, but I heard every time Arsenal haven't scored on a set piece, they haven't won. I can believe it. Set piece FC. I did read that yesterday. Seemingly so. But like, a win is a win. Eliza John says, who is your team in the League of Ireland? I don't have one. I do not have one. Oh, I don't watch it, people. Joseph has joined new member. Fair play to you. Thanks for that. No, I would tell you, the League of Ireland, no. Not for me at all. I watched it when Damien Duff was the manager of, who was he in charge of? Was it Bohemians, no? Whoever it was anyway. When he was going for the league. I watched a game where he needed to win the league. Lads, it was woeful, people. It was woeful. Shocking. So no, don't have a team. Eliza John, Athlone Town is mine. Just 15 minutes away from Athlone. They're hopeless now. I went to college in Athlone. Well, it was for the carpentry. So I was there for 20 weeks. I didn't drop out after 20 weeks. That's how long it takes. That phase was 20 weeks in Athlone. Liverpool Chat says, have you seen the form Marseille are in? They beat a team 5-2 the other day. Let's check it, people. Let's check this. Marseille. Ligue 1. They beat a team 9-0 as well. Oh, that was in the cup. They've beaten... Oh no, they lost to PSG on penalties. That was in the cup as well. Right, let me get it up for you. We'll go through it. Right, they lost at home there. Where am I? Here we go. Oh yeah, that's the one, 5-2. Where are they actually in the table? They're third. They've won 11 games out of 18. Liverpool have won 10 out of 22. Yikes. They've lost 5. Their form, it's better than Liverpool's. Let me check this. 5-2. Mason Greenwood scored. He'll definitely score against us. 100%. Heiberg plays for them. Nadir. Well, lads, we should be beating this team though. Like, honestly. No excuses now. We should be beating that team. Kat says, am I the only Liverpool fan that doesn't want Xavi Alonso when Slot gets sacked? No, I don't think you are, to be fair. I've said it before. Not sure about him. I think, look, it's the Liverpool connection, obviously. He's available. So I think people are just kind of saying, okay, look, we have to make a change. Look what he did in Germany. But for me, it's the German league. So, I don't know how good he could be. I don't know how good he is. The jury is still out. It's difficult to find a good manager these days. I mean, who have you got, people? I've said it so many times. The managers in the Premier League are mid-table managers. Xavi refused LFC. I don't want Madrid's cast-offs. I don't know if that's true. There was rumours he turned them down. I don't know if that's true. Marseille playing a Farmers League. Who cares what their results have been? Oh, we should be beating them. No question about it. We should be beating them. It's a fact. Was it true that he turned us down? And he decided to stay at Leverkusen for another year. Was that the one? Crazy work. I bet you he's regretting it now. He's probably just hanging around Liverpool now, checking the phone. Hoping Liverpool lose every game. Texting Michael Edwards. Oh, good ball. It's wide. Cats going Marseille 2, Liverpool 1. I like the confidence. Fair play. John says, thoughts on Alisson leaving? I am not convinced with our backup keeper. Listen, this is the problem here, people, right? If Alisson leaves in the summer, we are more finished than we are this season. We are done. Because that man is not good. I'm not even messing. He is average. Alisson is not playing as well as he has. You can see the difference in him. I mean, his passing is not good at the moment. I think he could have done better for the Burnley goal as well. But he's still the best goalkeeper in the league. But Marmadashvili is not the answer, people. He's basically Jordan Pickford with long arms. That is basically what he is. You know, when he was in Spain, he is Jordan Pickford. I'm not exaggerating. He makes an easy save look difficult. That is not what you want, people. I don't rate him at all. I really don't. And all the saves, when he was playing, when Alisson got injured, when he was playing and he'd pull off a save, I mean, he should be making them saves, but he makes it look spectacular. And everyone's, oh my God, what a save. No, people, no. Then I go back to the Man United game. See, I'm going on a rant now as well. I go back to the Man United game. The first goal, Mbeumo's goal. Alisson saves that, people, at the near post. He saves it. No, not a fan, people. Eliza John asks, can we win the Champions League with that crap defence? Look, I've been predicting Liverpool to win the Champions League for nearly a year now. But I'm just having a bit of fun with it now at the moment because I'm not confident. If we get favourable draw, maybe. But I don't know. I've seen this today. Mark Ahey quote, I am now at the best club in England and part of an unbelievable squad of players. It feels good to be able to say that. That was a dig at Liverpool. 100% it was. The best club in England. Is he taking the piss? Like, come on. If you had to win to Man United and he said that, I'd say, well, okay. Right. I mean, they're not. Don't get me wrong. Liverpool are. But, you know, Man United, a lot of history, huge club, grand. But Man City, come on, lads. Get a grip. The biggest club, or the best club. Vic says, Gate, he was spot on. Joseph says, after seeing bits and pieces of Mane at the African Nations, he would definitely be still starting in this team. Still has it. I'm not exaggerating. I was watching the final last night and I said the exact same thing. I would love for Mane to be still a Liverpool player. Look, obviously he's not as good as he once was, but the man is just class. He really is. I mean, he's better than anybody Liverpool have. You know, it was a decent replacement. Diaz was a decent replacement for him. Wasn't at his level. He never got there. But now you look at it. I mean, for me, I would rather have Sadio Mane. I think the man is just class. Didn't get the credit because of Salah. Don't get me wrong, Salah, unbelievable. But Sadio Mane was just, he was world class. He really was. Vic says, give us 30 years and we will overtake you in leagues and Champions Leagues. No, mate, you need 300 years. Never going to happen. Never ever going to happen. 30 years. No. Pep Guardiola has spent 2 billion. He's only got one. No. Any club that has to get Flag Day for a Champions League semi-final, Not having it, people. Not having it. Chelsea, flag day. Champions League semi-final, flag day. We've got the flags on the seats. Get a grip. The governor says about Mark Ahey, I'm now at the club that will pay me the biggest wage. Absolutely. Vic says, if we win 20 league titles in 30 years, then we will have overtaken you. Yeah, but Vic, that's not going to happen. 20 league titles in 30 years? No way. Pep Guardiola leaves, there's big question marks over Man City. Like, who are you going to get? Michael Bradley says, up Tyrone. Tyrone. And Vic says, and one Champions League every 4 years will take us to 8, when Liverpool have 6. Yeah, but what are you basing that on? A Champions League every 4 years. Pep has won in, this'll be 10 years. And if Liverpool get their act together, Liverpool Champions League nights, I'm not saying this season, but you never know what's going to happen in the future. Liverpool get their act together with the manager. Another couple of signings. Liverpool Champions League nights at Anfield. Different team, people. Did you see Inter bought a centre back? You think Liverpool are going to go in for Bastoni? Yeah, it was mentioned in the chat there earlier. Have you seen much of him, people? I haven't, to be honest. I've seen him when Liverpool played them. He didn't have a great game. Red Rebellion LFC says, we did not want Amorim, who plays 3 at the back. At Leverkusen, Alonso played a gung-ho 3 at the back system, which would fail in the league, so I doubt we were interested in Alonso at the time. That's what I heard. I heard that Liverpool were looking for a manager that was closest to Jurgen Klopp's style. Yeah, and Arne Slot was the answer. So I don't know. Gary Neville is obsessed. He thinks that Liverpool missed out on their number 1 target, which was Xabi Alonso. I don't know if that's true. I don't think it is. I really don't. Van de Ven or Bastoni? I'd go Van de Ven because of the Premier League. I think he's a very good player. That's a good question now. All right, everybody in the chat, who would you prefer, Van de Ven or Bastoni? Very good question there, Michael. Very good question. I take Van de Ven. I really would. I think he's very good. Premier League experience. You get him beside Virgil. I think that's a great show. Dermot says both. Yeah, fair. We do need 2. Red Rebellion's going Bastoni. Interesting. Michael says, how long before we are linked with Mane from Wolves? That is definitely going to happen. 100%. Christine says we like both. Yeah, we definitely need at least 2. Van de Ven, 100%. I think Van de Ven is class. I really do. Let's get the likes up, people. Really appreciate it. We're at 42. Let's try and hit 100 likes. That's the goal for each stream. Dave says, Slot plays like Klopp when he's playing like Everton now. Yeah, I read that at the time. He was the closest to Klopp's style. Yeah. Could have fooled me. Dermot asks, is Slaughterback any good? Never seen him play. I haven't a clue. I've seen Liverpool were linked to him as well. I don't know, people. I don't know. Okay, Hack says, so when are Man City being hit with the 115 charges? I seen Mark Goldbridge commented on it today. Seemingly the latest is it could be another year. It could be another year. No, I didn't really get the details of it, but apparently it could be another year. I mean, that's absolute nonsense, isn't it? Well, what do you think of this, people? Look, this arrived on Saturday. Look at that, people. That nice, isn't it? So, what do you think? There, instead of the poster, put it always a bit smaller. There. Yeah, or there. Can you see it there? No. We'll put it up somewhere. Diogo. May he rest in peace. See, you can't see the poster with my ugly face. I might put the poster up higher, but I like that picture now, I have to say. Carlos is in the chat. I'm there for 2 minutes, people. He was now. He's really missed. Really sad what happened to him. Devastating, to be fair. I mean, he was a great player. Where do you think I should get it, though, Christine? I mean, I'm running out of space here. See, I don't want to take down the poster because it is a nice poster, but my face is in the way. What do you think? If I took down the poster, put it there. See, it's a bit small. I'm not taking down the liver bird. What about there? See, I'm in the way there. There. Barely see him. I don't know. It's nice though. I may lift up that poster. You can't really see it. Carla says Jota was amazing on and off the pitch, helped many children's hospitals and was inspirational on the pitch. That was devastating what happened. No, it really was. I mean, when the players, when they finished playing and they write their books and all of that, I mean, people, we are going to get a proper insight into what they really went through because we don't have a clue. Like every one of us was devastated when the news came out, but we didn't know him, But those lads worked with him every day, were proper friends with him. So when they retire, they will write the books. Obviously, they all do. But then we'll get a proper insight into really, really what they went through last summer. Because it was just devastating for everybody. Liverpool Chat says, swap the Anfield and the poster around. Ooh, I don't know. I like that being there. I like that one there. I don't know. I think I'll just lift up the Diogo one. Yeah, it's true, Carlos. Like, it's easy for us to kind of be like, okay, we'll win the league at the start of the season. It's going to bring everybody together and we'll do it for Diogo. But, I mean, it must have been absolutely devastating for them. Dermot says he thought that was a CG wall, like a green screen. No. That's the real deal. Very old steel there. Took me long enough, but I got there. I think it looks class. But as I say, you can't really see Diogo there, so just have to lift that one up. I wasn't going around the green screen road. To be honest with you people, I'm not really sure how to do all that graphics. Some of them do look class with the green screen. But I see Mark Goldbridge, he changed. He was green screen when he started. Now he has a proper set. Okay, Hack says, last season he didn't change much. This season, it's meant to be slot ball. I'm not impressed. Yeah, last season, he was very clever last season, people. Very, very clever. He went in there, he said, right, let's not make too many big changes. And it worked. But this season, this is Arne Slot's team now. And it's not good. Yeah, as long as we can get top 4, he's not going to be sacked, Carlos. That's my opinion. It's not facts now. But if Liverpool are in with a shout to get top 4, they're not going to get rid of him. It's not going to happen. Derek says, if Slot is here till the summer, we won't get top 4. Yep, a few people are saying that. I mean, we're fortunate the league is absolutely woeful. We're fortunate. We have to be honest. We should be bottom half of the table. But because everybody else is absolutely terrible, we actually have an unbelievable chance. We're actually in the top 4. Eliza John says it makes sense to sack Slot now. We would then be motivated to win Champions League and FA Cup. Yeah, look, if they're going to make a change, which I think they will in the summer, but if they are going to make a change, make it now. Give the new manager till the end of the season to figure out, okay, this lad's not good enough. I need a replacement here. I need this. I need that. And then all systems go next season. But I'm being serious, people. I know this club. I know these owners. I know what they're like. As long as we get top 4, they are happy. They are happy. The amount of money they get for finishing in the top 4, that is all they want. I remember when Jurgen Klopp got the job, I remember even saying, but sure, what's Jurgen Klopp going to do? Because they keep selling our best players and they're not investing in the team. And I was thinking his job is just to get top 4. That's it. Now, Jurgen Klopp, the standards went up. And it was about winning trophies. But did they really back him? When we had a chance to dominate, did they really back him? Like City, like Pep Guardiola was backed. They didn't. It's about top 4. If we can win the odd trophy here and there, then brilliant. But I don't think these owners want to dominate. And if Arne Slot gets top 4, I think they'll be happy. And in the summer I was saying, finally, FSG want to dominate the league. Look at the money they're spending. But when you really break it down, let's break it down, people. They didn't spend anything last summer. Sorry, the summer before. So and they brought in a lot of money as well. So, I mean, yes, Liverpool spent 450 million. They brought in about 200 and something million. Let's say 200 million. But the previous summer didn't spend anything. I don't know. Robbie asks, when did we last hammer a side? Spurs. In the league, it was Spurs. The day we won the league. Last season. 5-1. We haven't done it this season. Carlos says 7-0 against Man United. I mean, that was a hammering, to be fair. But I think Robbie's probably talking about a proper team. The last time we hammered a proper team, even though it was Spurs. But But yeah, it was Spurs, 5-1. You know, we started that game terrible. We were 1-0 down. But then after that, it was flawless. It was the best performance. The sun was shining. The crowd was unbelievable. And since then, it's just been shocking stuff. Liverpool Chat says, I fully believe they didn't expect to win the league last year. It was a shock for FSG. See, that's a very good point from Liverpool Chat. A very good point, because what was the target last season? Think about this for a second now, people. Arne Slot in his first season. I mean, people's expectations, even Liverpool fans, were, okay, get top four, maybe win a cup. So what were the expectations for this season? Because Liverpool Chat is right. I think they were in shock to win the league last season. I don't think that was the plan. But they won the league, so they're almost ahead of schedule. But what was the original plan for this season? Okay, get top four in your first season, and then what? Win the league in your second. I think it's just about top four for these owners. I really do. Joseph says, on the plus side, Wirtz and Ekatika seem to be clicking. We have an insane squad. Surely the owners won't want to spend all that money to go backwards and let it slide. That was the only positive from Saturday. Wirtz and Ekatika. I mean, they're class. They really are. And this is what I said. I said it earlier in the stream. This is not like Brendan Rodgers. This is not like Roy Hodgson. This team is good. This team should be better than they're playing. Look at the players we have. And we're absolutely terrible. It's not on, people. Michael says these players will click under a new manager and not playing sideways, boring Dutch tactics. It's not going to change though, people. It's not. Look, the results might get better, because as I keep saying, the league is absolutely woeful. But the style is not going to change. This is it now. It's sideways, it's boring. It's Kanate standing there with the ball for about 5 minutes looking for a pass. It's Alisson standing there looking for a pass. It's not going to change. It's sideways. It's just not exciting. Teams are not afraid to play Liverpool. They're not afraid to go to Anfield. And it comes back to the manager. Now, individual performances are not good, of course. But how you have, other than Ekatika and Wirtz is playing brilliant at the moment, other than them, how is everybody playing poorly? Gravenberch, McAllister, Kirkes has not been great. Like, how is that possible? Salah's been terrible. I don't know. Derek says they're not paying Van Dijk and Salah 400 grand a week to finish fourth. They won't be paying them next season. They won't be paying Salah next season. He's going to go. That's the interesting thing about that is as well, especially the Salah one. They were backed into a corner. Didn't want to give him a new contract. Salah's performances, you know, he earned a new contract, but I don't think the club weren't begging him to stay. They were backed into a corner. Okay, Hack says Headless Chicken Soboslai needs to be benched also. Lads, he's annoying me now, to be fair. I don't get this praise he's getting. Early in the season, yeah, okay. He was our best player by a mile early in the season. He was playing right back and everything. But I don't know. I don't know why he is... he's just not playing well for me. He's not. I don't know. There's a bit of arrogance about him. Didn't like his performance against Barnsley. I'm not talking just about the mistake for the goal. But even when he scored, it's a great goal. Go and celebrate with the fans. I thought that was pure disrespect. He's standing there like as if, yeah, sure, look, standard. That's what I do. That's what I do, people. That's what. No, you don't. No, you do not. Man takes a free kick every game over the bar. Michael agrees. Soboslai's getting arrogant. He is. I think he's been listening to all this. Oh, he's the new Steven Gerrard. He is, man. Long way to go for that. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He is a good player. But he has to do better. Some of his play, his passing, has been shocking. Derek says, I think every player is just sick of Slot and his shit play. Yeah, this is looking that way anyway. But it's crazy because you look at the Arsenal performance. I thought they were excellent. And they were really working hard. Now, maybe it was just because Arsenal kind of annoy everyone. But looking at that performance, you can't really say that that they're not playing for you. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. Eliza John says, Szoboszlai is a good player for sure, but not as good as he thinks he is. Yeah, he's turned into a bit of arrogance now. I don't like it. I think he's believing the hype. I mean, that goal he scored against Arsenal was unbelievable. But come on now. That was the third game of the season. Back in August. Michael says, did anyone see him telling his teammates to slow the play down against Burnley? Sums it up this season. No, speed it up, Dom. Did he say that? Oh, that sums it up now. That really does. You definitely don't want to slow it down. Sally even did an interview in an Egyptian channel after he got his extension and said he would have gone to Saudi if he did not extend. We bankrolled him and it backfired on us. Yeah, the club didn't want to do it. The club did not want to do it, but the fans would have gone crazy because his performances deserved a new contract. But I don't think the club wanted to do it. Jota says, even McAllister, he had a couple of shots from ridiculous range. He's a shadow of himself. Oh, Jesus, lads, it drives me mad when players can't keep the ball down. Oh, Jesus, lads. Shots from outside the box, and where did they go? Outside the stadium. It drives me up the wall. Like, if the keeper saves it, okay, he saves it. But keep it down. Keep it on target. Yeah, McAllister, I don't know what is going on with McAllister. Has he got the World Cup on his mind or what? Regan says this is the worst unbeaten run. 20 out of 51 points. Jesus, lads. The worst unbeaten run. We're unbeaten in 12. It is the worst unbeaten run. I mean, to be unbeaten in 12 and to look like you've lost all of those 12 games, it's shocking. It really is. Make sure you hit the like button, everybody. Let's get the likes up to 100 today. Bournemouth are still 1-0. I want Bournemouth to win that game. Actually, let's have a look at the fixtures for the weekend. Man City home to Wolves, right? That's 3 points from Man City. That game, Liverpool versus Bournemouth, could be anything, people. It really could. Arsenal versus United. We need Arsenal to win that game. Newcastle, Aston Villa. A draw on that one. Palace, Chelsea. Draw on that one. Any on the Monday night? Everton, Leeds. Leeds, win that one. Some tough games for them now. But we have a tough... See, we playing perfect time. On the Saturday. On the Saturday. Get the 3 points. Put a bit of pressure on the teams around you. That means Chelsea has to go to Palace and win. That means United have to get something at Arsenal. But can Liverpool do that? Probably not. Michael says we were spoilt under Klopp. We'll never see a manager like him again. He was special now, people. He really was. He was really special. What a manager. Joseph asks, will Maka start for Argentina with his form though? Yeah, I think he will. I think he will because he won the World Cup with them. I know it was 4 years ago, or it's going to be 4 years ago. But I don't know, I think he will. I wonder, does he have it in his mind? Those Argentinian players, to win back-to-back World Cups. Ireland will beat them in the final. But it'll be some achievement for them to get to the final, Argentina. But they won't be Ireland. We'll beat them in the final. No problem. There are no managers playing Klopp ball. The likes of Ange and De Zerbi have tried and failed miserably. This is the point I was making, people. Premier League, full of mid-table managers. Like De Zerbi, when he was at Brighton. This man was a genius. An absolute genius. I wouldn't have him at Liverpool. Ange as well, when he was at Celtic. Wow, this man is going to replace Jurgen Klopp. He would be perfect for Liverpool. Look at the football he plays. Nope. There's very, very few quality managers out there. Very few. And this is the frustrating thing about Arne Slot, because I thought Liverpool cracked it. I thought this is it now. We don't have to worry about the manager. We have the manager. He could be the manager for at least the next 10 years. I didn't think we'd be here, people. I really didn't. I really did not. I'm still in a bit of shock that this season has been this bad. Yeah, Robbie agrees about McAllister. 100% has the World Cup on his mind. It's everything to Argentina. It is, yeah. It is. That man would be absolutely devastated if he didn't make the World Cup. Michael says Slot isn't a Liverpool manager. I thought he was though, people. I really did. I was convinced. I thought we had cracked it. I even last season I made a few videos even saying this man is a genius. How wrong can you be? But as I keep saying, people, his job is safe until the end of the season. Unless the results are just woeful. But say if we go to the end of the season now and it's like, say, win 2, lose 2, win 1, draw 3, that kind of form. The form we're kind of in now, this unbeaten run, the greatest unbeaten run in the history of football. If it's like that till the end of the season, he's not getting sacked. Because other teams are so inconsistent that we will still be around the top 4. And they will see how it goes. If he doesn't make the top 4, he's gone anyway. But they will stick it out with him as long as we have a chance at the top 4. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to get used to this crap style of football until the summer. Liverpool Chat says, I don't 100% blame Slot though. Look, the players, individuals, the players are not playing well. But as I said earlier, how can every player, except for maybe, let's say 3, be playing badly? Like, how is that? That can't be just a coincidence. It has to be something with the style, the setup of the team. Look at Ryan Gravenberch this season. I mean, if you didn't watch him last season, you said he was one of the best midfielders in the league. People be saying, that's not him. That's a completely different player. So is it the tactics, the style? What is it like? I mean, you can't have all these players just all of a sudden they look like woeful players. Kirkes last season, the best left back in the league. I'm not seeing that. You know, it can't just be the players. It can't, it's just too much of a coincidence that they're all playing shy. Joseph asked, do you think Alonso might be too expensive to hire for these owners, especially since he will want his own players along with his salary? Yeah, that's actually a good point, because the owners really backed Arne Slot in the summer. If they have to make a change, are they going to back Alonso the same way they backed Arne Slot last summer? I mean, they might be looking at that and thinking, sure, if this manager comes in, he might say at least 6 of these players have to go, and you may get me 6 more. But I do think that the players that we have, they should be playing better than they are. Michael says his man management skills are crap also. You can just tell they aren't enjoying playing for him. What's going on with this Calvin Ramsey thing? What was he saying in the press conference? With better options. I mean, don't be saying that to him. Give him a chance. I don't get it. I don't get it at all with him. Some of the things he comes out with in his press conference, very, very, very surprising at times. A lot of times when he's talking about players, he doesn't need to be saying these things. And especially with the tactics as well. He does not need to be saying it. You know, he's basically telling everybody, this is how you should play against us. Robbie says, you'd wonder about the influence Heitinga had. Yeah. I mean, look, we're not the same. We're not the same team at all. You know, winning the league last season, what a season it was. And now here we are, struggling to get top 4. And it always bugs me. It always bugged me back in 2020 when people were saying Liverpool have been poor champions, because they never gave a context. They never said Virgil was out for the season, and Virgil's main defender beside him was Joe Gomez. He was out for the season. People never mentioned that. Fabinho had to go back in as a centre half, so we were missing him in midfield. That never came up. It was just, oh, Liverpool have been terrible champions. And it always just winded me up. But this season, no excuse, people. We have been poor champions. We really have. And we're the only club that ever gets it. United never got it. They finished 7th one season after winning the league. Chelsea finished 10th. It's never said. It's always Liverpool. All Liverpool have been poor champions. Never said about Chelsea. Surely having Wirtz and Frimpong mixed with the talent we have in the team, it should be pretty seamless for Alonso to work his magic. Might only need a couple of defenders and an elite number 6. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, he got the best out of Wirtz and the best out of Frimpong. But as I say, it won't be till the summer. I'd be shocked. I'd be absolutely shocked. if they make a change before that. Because this man, let's not forget, people, Liverpool lost 3-0 to City, 3-0 to Forest, 4-1 to PSV. He survived that. That's fairly bad now. Red Rebellion LFC says, unfortunately, you have the majority of teams playing with 11 men in their box, so the football is going to be garbage, and you can't play beautiful attacking football against teams who just sit back. Of course you can. That's why Liverpool need to move the ball quicker. No, you definitely could. Klopp also struggled against low blocks. The league has just gotten worse now. It's a low block festival. No, but that's where you need to move the ball quicker. And Liverpool are not doing that. The big problem with Liverpool at the moment, teams are sitting back. It's a low block. But the build-up is so slow. That's the problem. We're allowing the opposition to get set. And yeah, Jurgen Klopp did struggle against low blocks at times, and that will happen. It's football, of course. But how are Liverpool struggling every single game against a low block? Every single game. You know, it's almost like as if Arne Slot is just still shocked that teams are not setting up the way he wants them to. Well, you must know by now. I mean, the Barnsley quote after that game really drove me up the wall. He said, after the Barnsley game, he said he showed the players a few clips of Barnsley. And every single game they played a back four. And that was all the clips he showed them, a back four. And they played a back five at Anfield. I mean, Arne, you must realise Barnsley are going to Anfield to park the bus. And to be fair to them, they attacked when they had a chance. But it's almost like, how dare you set up a different way than we anticipated? You know, you have to figure it out, people. Figure it out. If you don't get it right on the training ground as far as predicting what way the opposition is going to set up, that's fair enough. But you have to get it right then. Change something. I don't know. It's just, that quote for me was just bizarre. Ryan says the most entertaining part of Liverpool right now are Ekatike's Instagram accounts. Yeah, the man is mad, to be fair to him. He has some confidence, to be fair to him. He plays with a real, not arrogance, just confidence. Brian asked, David, what's your thoughts on McAllister? Seems to not get any criticism, but for me, he's been one of the biggest drop-offs, and I hate saying it. He was a warrior last season. Yeah, we were just talking about that. He was. We're wondering, is he focusing on the World Cup? Is the World Cup on his mind? Is he trying to avoid injury? Because he has just been shocking. Robbie says, 10 years since Leicester won, a Villa might do it yet, lads. Nah, not for me. Villa had a couple of opportunities this season to close the gap on Arsenal. I won't say they bottled it, because I never really thought they were in a title race anyway. But for me, they're not good enough. I don't think their attack is good enough. I think their midfield is very good. Yuri Tillemans has been brilliant. But I don't think their attack is good enough. Now, Morgan Rogers he's probably player of the year. But other than that, I don't know. I wouldn't trust Aston Villa. I think yesterday was a perfect example. You know, they're the games you need to be winning. You're at home. Put the pressure on Arsenal. And they kind of bottled it now. They really did. Yeah, Eliza John, he agrees. Oop, that one. Villa have no chance of winning the league. Mentality not strong enough as they showed yesterday. Yeah, to me it was a perfect example now because, Arsenal are looking at Man City and Villa had a perfect opportunity to be like, well, don't forget about us. We're only 4 points behind you. But Arsenal would have been, they probably didn't even watch that game because Villa have proven it before. They're not going to be thereabouts. They're not. I think they'll start to drop off. I think Unai Emery's interview as well. I think there's something going on there. Brian says Arsenal be worst champions in a long time. They're horrendous watch. When they don't score from set pieces, they barely win or even score. They're best of bad bunch. Look, we got this last season. The only reason Liverpool win the league is because there's been a drop off from other teams. Arsenal are the luckiest team. Now look, fair play to them. Fair play to them. They're going to win the league. They deserve it. Fine. And they should enjoy it, and congratulations. But they are steeped in luck that there's not one team to put pressure on them. I was at Anfield for Burnley. It is a lot worse live than on TV because you see the whole team. There is something fundamentally wrong with the team setup. The coaching is off a shambles. It's just too slow. It's too slow. When a team is parking the bus, you need to be moving that ball quick. Yeah, Virgil, I think, is finished. Well, I won't say finished, but he's not as good as he once was. But that's fair enough because, he's getting older, people. That's what always bugs me. Whenever he has a bad game now, oh, how can you say he's the greatest Premier League defender ever? Well, he's not in his prime now, is he? He's going to make mistakes. He's not as good as he once was, but that's obvious. Oh, how can people compare him to Rio Ferdinand? Get a grip, people, will you? Rio Ferdinand had a 2-time Premier League Player of the Year right beside him. Virgil never had that. Glenn says he's heading over for the Carabag game in the Champions League end of the month. Hopefully it's a good performance and win. Glenn, hopefully it is. But I doubt it. I doubt it. We should win the game, but as far as performance goes, I don't know. Dermot asks, why is the league so subpar this year? That's a good question. And the reason is, it's become a set-piece league. A set-piece league, it's about long throws, corners. It's just woeful, people. Look where Brentford are in the table. Look where Sunderland are. No disrespect to them. Fair play to them. But teams, they can't play football in this league. They can't. Anyone who wants to play football, it's too physical. If you're not physical, you don't match that, you're not gonna win many matches. It's woeful, people. The quality in this league is shocking. When you have Arsenal top of the table, they don't play football. And they should. They should play football. They have the players. He doesn't want it. He wants it to be a set-piece league. When you have a set-piece league like it is, who are the best team at? Arsenal. It's just facts. Jamie Carragher mentioned that at the start of the season. The league has gone too far as a set-piece league. It's good to have that in your locker, but it's gone too far. Everybody's doing it. And the only team that wasn't doing it, and still isn't doing it, are the Premier League champions. Honestly, people, it's like as if they didn't get the memo at the start of the season. Everybody in the league got this memo. By the way, it's going to be a set-piece league. Liverpool's fax machine was down. It's like as if nobody told them. It's what? It's going to be a what? Eliza John says Haaland is on a terrible run. Well, this is exactly what people were saying about Man City at the start of the season. What happens if Haaland gets injured? Now, he's not injured, but he's not playing well. He's not scoring. And we're seeing it. City are not the same team when Haaland is not effectively not playing because he doesn't do anything when he doesn't score. So we're seeing the limitations with Man City. Now the signings they've made in January, we might see a difference, but they're not going to be consistent enough. And you see Semenyo the other day. I mean, lads, he was fucking terrible. He was absolutely woeful. It was exactly what I was saying about him. He has to improve to make it at Man City, and he would have had to improve to make it at Liverpool. He's a good player, but I don't think he's anywhere near the finished article. So he has to improve. But City are a one player team. Did I say that right? Yeah. Watching the game the other night, Glenn says, we were on the attack and obviously got the ball and slowed it down and passed back. Camera went to Slot and he clapped twice. That's the style he wants. Shocking, innit? I don't remember that now. Szoboszlai for me is, lads, he's not the player people thought. Maybe he is, but he's not at the moment. He's not playing well at all. He's been a bit of a shambles now recently. And he's playing like as if he's the greatest player in the world. He needs to step up. Eliza John says, I think Pep will leave at the end of the season. Yeah, I've said that before as well. I think he will. Just have a feeling. I wonder will Man City say to him, look, we've got a couple of managers here available. You know, if you're not going to sign a long-term contract, which he's not going to, can you step aside? I wonder, are they kind of planning that? Joseph says, let's face it, since Liverpool Man City last had a title run together, the league has been declining. Yeah, it has. But here's the thing. When Liverpool and Man City were getting over 90 points, I mean, that wasn't the norm. The league that we're seeing now and the league last season, that was the norm. These are the type of leagues that Man United would win every single season. Less than 90 points. You could lose 7 games and still win the league. You know, these are the leagues that people kind of get it mixed up. I remember somebody saying last season about Liverpool that it's not been a vintage. Oh, it was Richard Keys. I mean, that man talks some nonsense, but he was talking about Liverpool and he said it's not been a vintage league. It actually has been a vintage league because this is the leagues that Man United were winning every single season. Every single season. When Liverpool and Man City were going at each other, getting 97 points, 98 points, whatever we got, that wasn't normal, people. That was not sustainable. And we're seeing it. It wasn't sustainable. We're back to normal now. Do you reckon we're thinking of selling both Virgil and Salah this summer? I don't think Virgil, no. Salah definitely. I don't think Virgil. I think the fact that he's captain, I think he will stay. But I think Salah will definitely go. Glenn asks, do you think Jurgen will go to Real Madrid? No. I do not. I don't think it's the type of club for him. I really don't. I think the likes of Dortmund, Liverpool, perfect for him. I don't think he manages again, people. I don't think he does. I've seen him in a few interviews. The man looks so relaxed. Looks about 10 years younger. I don't know why he'd want to do that again because when he does manage, that man gives it 110%. So no, I don't think he goes to Real Madrid. I don't think he goes anywhere. I'll be surprised now. But here's my take on it too. If he does go, say if he does go to Real Madrid. I mean, obviously, you don't want him to beat Liverpool. You don't. But I would love to see Jurgen Klopp at a club that is actually going to back him with world-class players. because he hasn't had that in his career. He went to Liverpool, Man City were the ones spending. He was at Germany, Bayern Munich were the ones spending. If he goes to Spain, it'll be Real Madrid. Jurgen, we're going to get you these world-class players. I wonder, how many trophies he would win then. I'd love to see a club back him because the man is a genius. But I don't think it's the club for him. I think there's too much politics going on at Real Madrid, too much nonsense behind the scenes. The fans are spoilt brats. You have to win every game 10-0. The players are even worse. So no, I went on a bit of a rant there, but to answer your question, I don't think he goes to Real Madrid. I don't think he manages again, people. I'm going to be honest. I don't. Unless it's Germany, the national team. Unless it's the national team, because that's part-time. But I don't think he goes back into club football. I think it'd be too much on him. Anfield Uncle Rod says, I think he comes back to Liverpool. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I would absolutely love for Jurgen Klopp to come back and work with these players. But no, not for me. I don't think he does. Glenn says, excited to watch Spurs every game, only getting better and better. See, this is the thing that's frustrating people. Look at the players we have. Michael is in the chat. Look at the players we have. And look how bad we are. So frustrating. I'll be doing a watch along as well for the Marseille game, people. I'll be doing a watch along for that. I nearly guarantee Liverpool win that game. Guaranteed. Slot is safe until the end of the season. I mean, it's not official. It's just my opinion. But as long as we have a chance to get top 4, they won't get rid of him. Anfield Uncle Rod says, just wishful thinking on my part about Jurgen Klopp. Oh, I'd love for Jurgen Klopp to come back to Liverpool. I really would. I mean, can you imagine if the headline tomorrow was breaking news, Jurgen Klopp is on his way back? Jesus, people. That'd be unbelievable. Yeah, I think Robbie agrees about Real Madrid. Underdog suits Klopp. No underdogs at Madrid. Yeah, I don't think it's the club for him. I really don't. I think he likes, as you say, the underdog. I mean, Real Madrid, look, I get it. People call it standards. I call it spoilt brats. I mean, to sack a manager, what was it, 6 months, 5-6 months into the job because of all these prima donnas. I mean, as bad as Liverpool are at the moment, I'm delighted we didn't sign Jude Bellingham. Another prima donna. His brother is the same. Vinicius, lads, get a grip. Come on now. That man is the most overrated player I've ever seen in my life. Glenn asks, if you had a choice, do you pick Alonso or Enrique if they sack Slot? All day long, Enrique. I think he's the best manager in the world. I think he's the most underrated. It might sound crazy, but I think he's the most underrated manager because he never gets any credit for what he did at Barcelona. Pep was a genius. He won the treble at Barcelona. But Enrique doesn't get credit. Now, yes, he had probably the greatest front three ever. But Pep had probably the greatest midfield ever. And of course, both of them had Messi. But for me, Enrique, to go to PSG, what impressed me so much about Enrique last season, the Arsenal game in the league phase of the Champions League, Dembele was late for training or late for a meeting or something. He dropped him from the squad. That's a strong manager right there. That could have went either way because, these prima donnas. Dembele then comes back and has the season of his life and wins the Ballon d'Or and wins the Champions League. That's a proper manager, people. That's a ruthless, proper manager. So definitely Enrique for me. Definitely. Now, there is rumours that he's not happy with his contract, or that he doesn't want to sign a new contract, that he could be available in the summer. So I just wonder. But I would absolutely pick Enrique. No doubt about it. Red Rebellion is heading off. Thanks very much for joining. Eliza John 5 says, Virgil has too much to say. Do your talking on the pitch, sir. Yeah, he's not... Look, last season... See, it's crazy, people, because I'm going to say he doesn't look like he's captain material. This man lifted the Premier League last season as captain. I just... The drop-off from these players. Yeah, Glenn agrees about Enrique. The way he turned PSG away, the football they played last season in Europe was unreal. Yeah, he's a proper manager, people. He really is a proper manager. Oh, he's a proper manager. I think he's very... It sounds crazy, it does. But I actually do think he's underrated at how good he is. I don't think people give him the credit what he did at Barcelona. You know, if you're going to make Pep out to be this genius because he won those trophies at Barcelona, Enrique deserves the same. Dermot says Alonso will come, but not till the summer. I don't think we will sack Slot during the season. Brendan Rodgers went from being sacked in about 1.5 million at Celtic to about 15 million in Saudi. Oh, to be a manager. Is that what he's on now? 15 million. Jesus, boys. 15 million. But sure, it was the same with Brendan Rodgers. Remember Brendan Rodgers? He had that disaster of a season. Where did we finish? 7th? 8th? 7th, I think, was it? Absolute disaster of a season. Lost, was it 6-1 against Stoke? And they still didn't sack him. This club, I'm telling you, people, it's about top 4 for them. If they get top 4, I think they'll be happy. I think that is... I mean, Arne Slot has said it. Top 4 now is the target. I think if they get top 4, I wonder will they part ways with him. Logan 5 Run says, do you know about Conor Moore and his impressions? They are very funny. He's deadly. He really is. He's brilliant. I seen the one he done after the Manchester Derby there the other day. He's very good now. He really is. He's had some career as well. That man has played... He's played golf with Tiger Woods and everything. He's been on Sky Sports. He's been on The Overlap. Well, the live shows they did. Glenn says, we haven't beaten any of the promoted teams to the Prem this season at Anfield. Last time that happened was 1981. That's just not good enough. Glenn, let me tell you this. The last time it happened was 1981. What happened in 1981? Liverpool won the Champions League. Just saying it, people. Just throwing it out there. 1981. Manchester United. The last time that Man United were knocked out at the first hurdle of the 2 cups. 1981, people. Liverpool won the European Cup. Just saying it. Just saying it. Just putting it out there. $1981. It could be written in the stars, people. Too much of a coincidence. Too much of a coincidence. 1981. Thanks, Christine. Hopefully you can join us on Wednesday. Hopefully it's 3 points. We need it. One 0 versus Madrid. Alan Kennedy. Yes. Yep. I think it's written in the stars, people. It's written in the stars. 1981. LFC 3176. Yeah. I deserve that, to be fair. 21 is the focus. 7 is the bonus. How wrong was I? Honestly, people. Every video in the summer, I said it. 21 is the focus. 7 is the bonus. What will he change it to? 21 is a million miles away. 7 is written in the stars, people. It's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. Number 7. Joseph says, if I was Jurgen, I'd be off to Saudi for a few years. Yeah, isn't that money anyway? Absolutely. 15 million for Brendan Rodgers. If that's what an average manager gets, Jurgen Klopp, be the Lord. 100 million a year. If Slot wins the Champions League, then he stays. It's that simple. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But if he wins the Champions League, look, he won't. Okay. I'm just having a bit of fun with it now at this stage because I'm not saying with any real confidence. But let's just say he did. I mean, they couldn't sack him. Let's be honest, they couldn't sack him. To win the Premier League and the Champions League in your first 2 years at Liverpool, they couldn't sack him. Now, they could sack him before Christmas, but they couldn't sack him in the summer after you win the Champions League. Brighton have scored. It's 1-1. Feck. That's not good for us. That means Bournemouth now. Have they not won recently? They have, haven't they? They must have had. Oh, to beat Tottenham, sure. Yeah. No, we're all right, people. We're all right. No, we're all right. To beat Tottenham. No, they're actually going through a bit of good form. So they're due a loss. They lost to Arsenal, then they beat Tottenham. They got knocked out cup by Newcastle, and now it's 1-1 against Brighton. No, we'll be all right. Don't be spoiling it now. People who think Liverpool can win the Champions League, please have a look at Barca and Real Madrid are playing. I'm not even talking about Bayern and PSG. Get real, guys. Don't be spoiling it. It's written in the stars. Telling you, 1981. Ooh, this is a good one from Dermot. I think we get to number 21 before United. Just be embarrassing if we didn't know, people. It would be absolutely embarrassing if we didn't. It really would. I mean, them lads finished 15th last season. We won the league. If they win the league before us again, that would be embarrassing. Right, people, I'm going to head off. Nearly 10 o'clock. Thanks very much for joining us. I'll be back Wednesday for the watch along. Liverpool versus Marseille. We're definitely going to win that game. 100%. Thanks for joining, Michael. Hopefully see you Wednesday. Okay, Hacks, fair play to you. He's not confident. I'm confident for Wednesday. Liza John, thanks very much for joining. Hopefully you can join us on Wednesday. We get 3 points. Actually, before I go, let me check that table. Where are we in the table in the Champions League? We don't have to win this game now on Wednesday, do we? Table, where are we? We're 9th. I know we're sorted, people. We're sorted. Jeez, we're not actually. Oh no, we are. We are. Yeah, we're 5 points ahead. Yes, we're only 3 points off second. No, we'll be alright. Dorman asks, is Enrique available now or is he still at Barca? No, he's at PSG, my friend. Thanks for that, Michael. Yep, over 7,000 subscribers now. Delighted with how it's going. The goal is for it to be the full-time job. I'm a long way away from that, but sure, you never know. You never know. Might get there someday. Thanks for joining us, Glenn. Right, people, I'm heading off. Thanks very much for joining us. See you Wednesday. It's going to be... Michael says he started watching Craig since 7,000. He's 350 now. Persistence wins. Yeah, he's got over 300,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, the likes of Mark Goldbridge has over 2 million subscribers. Crazy stuff. Absolute crazy stuff. But yeah, hopefully we get there someday. But the channel is only about a year and a half old, so, you know, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Right, people, thanks very much for joining us. I'm heading off. I'll be back Wednesday. Live watch along. Hopefully it's 3 points. And then Saturday against Bournemouth. Not looking forward to that one, I have to say. But anyway. Right, thanks very much, people. Talk to you very soon.